everybody. Thank you for being here. Yes, I am doing a get ready with me, and I'm doing it with a brand new bronzer. You know, I only wear bronzers and I don't wear foundations or concealers, but I think actually the stuff I put in my eyes is actually considered. It says brightener, but it's actually, I think it's a concealer. Who knew after all these years? Okay, so I'm going to do that. I only tried this bronzer one other time, so I'm still kind of working at it. So definitely we'll see what happens. But this is called the Bye Bye Pores Bronzer. And the girl at the drugstore, and she raved about it. So she said a lot of women really loved it. So that is what I am going to use today, because that's all I use. So for me, my bronzer connects all the dots. Yes, I have super hyperpigmentation. Yes, I know I can spend a fortune and many, many hours on getting rid of my super hyperpigmentation. Guess what? I'm busy. I will do the best that I can do. I'm comfortable with the way I look. It could be different. It could be better. It's personal. So with no further ado, let me share. I've never heard of this company. It's called It. So this is the new bronzer, It Bye Bye Pores Bronzer. Okay, well, here we go. I've cleansed my face, actually exfoliated my face. I can't tell you what I'm using as a moisturizer right now. I'm still doing my castor oil at night, but I'm using a moisturizer during the day. But I'll share it with you after I've really kind of played around with it for at least another 2 weeks, and then I'll share it with you. Okay, all right. This is my Garnier eye brightener. What does it say? Let me read it to you. It is clearly brighter. But I think actually it would be considered a type of concealer. But anyway, I really like it, but apparently they've discontinued it and recreated something new. Now, I like to use this on my eyelids because as I have matured, as I am aging, I really find that this part of my eye is getting really discolored. So I like to use this brightener on my eyelid since I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow. So here I go. I hope you can see this. I just use my finger. I don't have any fancy brushes. And make sure I get some in the corner because that tends to be I just put a little bit on just to, I'm pretty easy on this stuff. Now, the other thing I I use this for, I wear glasses, I've worn them for years, and I have 2 little red spots right there from my glasses. Not that you can really see them because once my glasses are back on, but I do like to kind of just give it one of these. Okay. So that's kind of just covers them up. I can't really see. I don't have my glasses on. Oh my gosh. All right, now we get to the bronzer. Like it's so simple. It's so easy. You know, I know that a lot of people use a lot of different things to get rid of their super hyperpigmentation, but it is what it is. I've had it for years. I'm certainly not when I was younger. I don't know. I think maybe when I was about 60, I'm thinking about 68, that all of this started coming up, and I go, they're my freckles. Attitude is everything, right? So you can either spend, the next, 10, 15, 20 years of your life, whatever we have left at this age, worrying about super hyperpigmentation and wrinkles, or you can say, you know what, I'm just going to do something that's really comfortable for me, that's easy, and I'll play with it, and I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm just going to do what I need to do. And that is whatever it is for everybody. It's personal, right? All right, so there we go. Now, the one thing I do find, and I know there's a special word for this, is it fallout? When it's like you put your brush in it and there's like a lot of, there seems to be a lot of loose powder. Now I do need my bigger mirror for this. So this is supposed to be really great for pores. Now, of course, I sort of love that little bit of a tanned look, since I don't use a lot of, I won't use any foundation. You know, we had quite a hiccup here on the weekend, and I was going to share this with you at the end of the video, but I'll give you Bill's in the hospital. I had to take him into emergency on Sunday, only because he'd been in to see his doctor, and the doctor saw something and they called another doctor, so he's going through a lot of stuff right now. So how do we navigate Christmas? We'll talk about that in another video. Okay, here I am. Now, I'm not sure. It looks different in the camera than it does in my mirror. Of course, you can still see my super hyperpigmentation. Now, I feel that you can see it a lot more with this bronzer than with the bronzer that I was using beforehand. Although the girl at the cosmetics counter said to me that, I'm unfamiliar with that, but she said it's one of those bronzers that you can layer. You can do layering with it. So, and also they only have one color, and it's supposed to sort of adapt to the skin. I don't know how that happens, but that's it. That's what I wear on my face. Now, I think I look really orange. It's the light. Well, so that's it. Yeah, I think it looks good, but I'm not gonna layer it. Everybody that knows me knows I have all these beautiful freckles on my face, that I am perfectly flawed. And so I don't worry about it. I just want some color. I just love like looking like I've had, you know, a bit of sunshine on my face. So ta-da! I'm gonna have to try it a few more times. The only thing is that I find with this, I don't know if you can see it, but there's just a lot of loose bronzer powder laying on top, but yet it's yeah, I guess it's a packed powder. So anyway, that is my new bronzer. I do think I like it on my face. I think it gives me a sun-kissed look. Now, I have a little L'Oreal palette left here. This is just a neutral, and I don't use it every day, but if we're going out, I just want to make sure that this dark on my eyes doesn't come through on the brightener that I put on. So if I'm going out, I will pull it up under my eyebrows and then make sure I get some in the corner there. I think for me, when I'm doing my makeup, yep, whatever I'm using, it is makeup. It just isn't foundation and concealers and blushes. I just use my bronzer for everything. That's about it if we're going out. I want to make sure I don't look like raccoon eyes. I'm just going to take a Kleenex just, I don't want too much. Okay, all right. If you've seen this Get Ready With Me before, this is my little travel toothbrush that I don't use for my teeth. I used it for my eyebrows. I have found as I'm aging that my eyebrows can get a little wiry, and then there are those gray ones, and they're usually the longest and the thickest, and I really don't want to get rid of them, but I do pluck them out. But I'm lucky that I've got eyebrows coming back, because there was a time where they were just over plucking them when I was getting them done. But when I go out, I want them to stay in place and I want them to look pretty. So this is what I do, is I have my little toothbrush and this is my hairspray. I put a little bit of hairspray on this toothbrush, and then I comb my eyebrows. So they stay where they're supposed to stay. Because I personally have never, well, I shouldn't say, I think I tried a pencil once, and it probably wouldn't hurt to put a little bit of pencil in here, but I'm really, have been nurturing them. So that's what I do for my wiry, not all of them, just a few of them. And so this way I get all of them to behave and stay together. All right, so now I want to talk about mascara, which is like it's what pop, right? It's my pop on my face. It's like what makes me, okay, I can't leave home without it type thing. All right, and I know there's been lots of talk about mascaras, and I see so many different ideas and different mascaras come out, and I just rave about my L'Oreal mascara, which is double extend. I love it. I've been using it for years and years, but I do try other things. It's just, I go back to this. When you really love something and it works, why wouldn't you go back to it? So I did try I don't know, there was a big thing, a TikTok thing about it at one time. It was the telescopic lift, and it was the waterproof, and it's got whatever brush it has, this kind of a brush. Anyway, I just want you to know I tried it, and it wasn't for me. Other people may love it, but it wasn't for me. I also tried another one that was really, I was actually put it back in the box so I could give it to my granddaughter, and the e.l.f. Lash Extender. And that I didn't like either. And I guess I just love mine because it's a tube mascara. It just washes off with soap and water. I don't have to get any makeup removers or anything like that. So I do try other mascaras, but I go back to my one and only. Okay, so let's do, now the only thing I don't do, for all you girls that are really good at it, I don't count how many strokes I take with my mascara. I just keep doing it until I'm really happy with it. So here we go. And this is where I love my little 10 times, I showed that on my last video, the 10 times magnifying mirror. And that, if you're not sure if you have any wrinkles or not, one of these will definitely tell you whether you do or not. Okay, so I actually need to go and get a new one. Both of these tubes are old, and I need to get over to the drugstore. This one's it's in our drugstore, but I normally order it on Amazon because I can actually get it for, oh my gosh, way cheaper on Amazon for what I pay at the drugstore up here anyway. Okay, so that's the white, and that really extends my eyelashes. And there's the other end. I'm not done yet because I'll put on a little bit more, but you can see it. It's quite, isn't it? It's awesome stuff. It really is. If any of you who have been around for a while, do you know my skin tag is finally starting to reduce a little bit? My castor oil is actually taking care of it. but it's taken, oh my gosh, 10 months. I'm into it 10 months, so. Ta-da! That's why I love my mascara. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me finish the other eye. Hello. And I'm done. I just love it when my eyes are done more than anything. I love my bronzer. I just don't need a lot of stuff on my face. Now, there's one thing that a lot of you are responsible for is for me putting some color on my lips. I love these. I love gloss. I've never been a lipstick girl. This color is great. I'll link the stuff that I used today down below in the description. Oopsie-daisy. I can't see anything. Love my gloss. But because of some of you, I layer mine to get the color I want. I put this on top. And it really does give me some color. See, because of you, I'm now wearing some color and I love it. So never say never, right? We never know how we're going to adjust and go add on to things. Anyway, so this is me. This is how it's pretty normal, pretty regular. And this is what I'll wear going out over Christmas as well. But going out over Christmas is going to change a little bit. Bill went to see his dermatologist on Friday, as he always does. He's got a standing appointment. It's an annual appointment because he had issues like 10 years ago. And so he goes in once a year. The doctor was not happy with what he was, nothing to do with any skin issues or anything like that. There was something else going on in Bill. And oh my gosh, bless his heart. We just have the most incredible doctors. And he saw something that made him really uncomfortable. He called Bill's GP. His GP got on it. And anyway, I had to take Bill to emergency last Sunday, and he's been there ever since. And there's a whole bunch of tests that have to be done. And so now we're at Christmas. So I'm going to do another video about Christmas, how all of a sudden we've had to change, and how I'm feeling about it, he's feeling about it. Because, you know, I always talk about that our mindset is everything, and staying really positive and looking for the silver lining in everything is really important to both myself and to Bill. And it got us through issues about 2.5 years ago when we thought, oh my goodness, what is going to happen here? And we're going to go that way again, because I remember at the end of it, when Bill was all well, back doing the things that he loved to do, when he said to me, I just so appreciated you staying so positive. And staying positive also makes you look like strength, right? There's some strength there, even though might not always be true, might not always be. Sometimes it's just kind of a false front, but it's better to have that than I'm not focusing on problems. I'm focusing on solutions. I'm focusing on how to make it better. And the same thing with Christmas. I have the most incredible kids. We have the most incredible kids. Our 3 kids have been there. They've been there since day one. I know Bill's their stepdad, but from the day 32 years ago, he has been everything to these kids, and they're everything for him. Anyway, so I'll share a little bit more with you before Christmas on all of that. But anyway, guys, thanks for being here. This is my get ready with me. I know, not a whole lot of products, right? But we don't always need them. But do what you're comfortable with. I'm really comfortable with this. I think I'm okay. What the heck? 74. I'm doing my best. I'm loving my life. And I'm always going to look for the silver lining in everything that I see that might be an obstacle of some sort. And remember, there is no future in our past. Bring all the wonderful memories, all the really hard lessons, and dream of living in the moment, like being present right now, and imagine the most incredible things in your life you still want to do. It's not too late. We still have time. Love you. Bye.